Hi everybody, it's Jason and this is the Smartboard tutorial. So in this video I'm going to show you some of the things you need to know in order to connect to your Smartboard and use the software that's available to you. First I'll show you how to get connected, how to plug in, how to calibrate your Smartboard, how you can import PDF files, how you can import PowerPoint slideshows, how you can annotate PDFs, how you can export smart notebook files that you've created, and lastly I'll show you how you can use some of the lines and shapes tools that are available to you. So a lot to cover, let's go ahead and get started. If you've connected your laptop to the Smartboard and you see a solid green light, that's a good sign. It means everything is working correctly. However, if you see a blinking green light, it means you've connected to the Smartboard but the drivers haven't loaded. So let me show you how to fix that by going into Smart Settings. To load Smart Settings, I like to use Command Spacebar and just start typing Smart, and Smart Settings should pop right up. I'm going to click on that. And from here, click on the Connection Wizard. And Connection Wizard will scan to see if any Smartboards are connected. And I see that one is, so I'm going to click on it and then select Continue. And it should be good to use it now. To calibrate, press the keyboard and mouse button at the same time. And once the targets appear, use your marker and click in the center of each one. So first, let me show you how to add a PDF file to Smart Notebook software. You may have a PDF that you want to annotate with your students in class. A way to do that that's simple is just to grab the PDF file on your desktop and drag it into the Smart Notebook software. And if you hover in this open space right here, a green arrow will appear, which means that it's okay to go ahead and drop that PDF file. And Smart Notebook will convert it into a format that it can read. So you see there, it's divided it up into pages, and we're good. Another way to add a PDF file is to go up to Insert, select Picture File, because Smart Notebook recognizes PDFs as images. And then you can select your PDF from there, and it'll import it into the notebook. Again, it'll make divisions divide it into separate pages depending on how long the file is. So what if I have a PowerPoint file that I want to open in Smart Notebook? Let me show you how to do that. Here I have a PowerPoint file on my desktop, so I'm going to open this in PowerPoint. And from within PowerPoint, you go up to File, Save As, and then for format, I'm going to choose PDF. Click Save. And now I see that PDF file on my desktop. And from here, I'll do what I did before. I'm just going to click and drag this into my Smart Notebook software. And Notebook will automatically convert this into a notebook file. Next, I'd like to show you a few of the drawing tools that are available in Smart Notebook. So by default, I have my little selector tool, which lets me click on objects. I can also select my pens tool, and from there I can access different colors, different types of lines. Here's a serrated line. Also, if I click the drop-down menu here, there are other types of pens. One that might be really useful for you is the highlighter. If you're having your students read something in class, this can be useful to highlight sections of text with them. Okay, so let's assume that we've been working on a document as a class. We've highlighted some sections that are important and asked some questions. Now I want to share this with my students so that they can go back and review what we did in class. The way that I do that, go up to File, click on Export, and click on PDF. And this is going to export it as a PDF to my desktop. There are a number of options here for you to consider. If you want, you can do handouts so the students have space to write. You can create it as thumbnails in various sizes if you want to fit more than one page on a sheet of paper. I'm going to do this as full pages, PDFs, and click Continue. And it's exported that document as a PDF file. So if I want to, I can then go ahead and share this document with my students. So there are a lot of features in Smart Notebook software, but a couple I found particularly useful are the Lines tool and the Shape tool. Let me show you those. To get to the Lines tool, I'm going to click here, and you can use this to just draw straight lines, which I like if you wanted to do discuss the pros and cons of something in class or divide anything else into a T-chart. Lines tool is good for creating that quickly. Another one I really like is the Shapes tool. So this allows me to create circles and other shapes. I like this one if you wanted to create a Venn diagram. I could create a circle. I'm going to select it with my selector tool. Click here to clone it. And then I can drag this to make my Venn diagram. Something else is grouping objects together might come in handy. So right now, if I click here or click here, I notice that these are two separate objects. If I move one, it moves independently of the other. You might want to group these objects together if you're creating something in class. The way to do that is to select both of them at the same time and then click on the drop-down menu and click Grouping, Group, and now I can move these as one object. If I change my mind on that and wanted to ungroup it, click the arrow again, go back to Grouping and select Ungroup, and now they should be independent again. Also, the case here with the Venn diagram, if I'm working in class, I wouldn't want this object to move around because I might accidentally click it and mess up my work. So what I may want to do is lock it. So I'll go to locking and say lock in place. And now if I accidentally click on it, this object stays where it's at. That way I can grab my pen tool and start filling in these forms here, filling in the Venn diagram. I don't have to worry about accidentally clicking on the object. If I change my mind about that, I would just select the object and go up here and click unlock, and now I can make changes to that object again. So that about does it for the Smartboard tutorial. As always, if you have any questions or need any help, please stop by and visit us in the tech department.